Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam. In this video, I'm going to be changing out pieces in my front entry display here. This was really nice all winter, but the pansies are starting to fade. We're in the upper 80s now, and so those won't last a whole lot longer. My bulbs have already finished blooming here. Ground cover phlox, it's almost finished. Just needs to be rejuvenated for the spring and summer, and I had shown some combinations in another video that I was picking for some of these containers. So I'm going to put some of those together and then I'll go over the plants that I'm using. When you're planting shrubs in containers, I like to use a chunkier potting soil. This one has some compost blended into it. If you're buying just regular potting soil and it's mostly peat moss, I would recommend getting some pine bark soil conditioner or a bag of compost and blending it in just a little bit to create some drainage. Shrubs and some flowering perennials really just don't like to sit in that peat moss. You'll end up overwatering them early on, and it's kind of hard to recover from that during the summer. This combination right here I had shown in another video. This is a sunshine Ligustrum. That's a blue star Juniper. It will stay very, very low, and I can shape this Ligustrum any way I want to shape it. And this is a purple Daydream Loropetalum. It's a dwarf that gets in like the 2-foot range. This is a beautiful blue fescue right here called Beyond Blue, and it doesn't brown out in the summer in the heat. These can grow pretty much anywhere. I love blue fescues. I'm going to plant those along the front of these containers where I had my pansies during the winter. This container over here, I'm leaving this baby Gem Boxwood in it, and I'm replacing the other items in it with a lemon lime nandina. I did a video on that one probably a couple weeks ago. That's just a beautiful plant, and the new foliage on it will be yellow all summer long. And then right here is a Dianthus called Scent First Coconut Surprise, and it is a fragrant Dianthus. It has that beautiful blue foliage. This thing doesn't even need to bloom, really. It has that beautiful blue foliage on it. And then this right here is one of my new favorites. It's a Dianella called Clarity Blue. It's just a beautiful blue grass, and it gets little clusters of flowers on it occasionally that really aren't the reason anybody's going to grow this grass. This is just, it's got this beautiful wide blue foliage on it. It's hardy in zones 8 to 10, so after I have it in a container during the summer, I'm actually going to try to put it in the ground. I'm in 7B. Hopefully we don't have a winter like we had last year. I think I'll be able to overwinter this one as a perennial in 7B. It's early May now, but we've been so cold I haven't even put baskets on my porch. I've got a ton of pots to put up here, and Holly will always be up here on the front porch supervising those jobs. Here's everything I put in. I ended up putting in some pink begonias that have green foliage, and I just want those to grow up tall enough to actually cover up the containers that I'm using. I put this Camellia in the back right here. This is an October Magic Orchid Camellia. It doesn't bloom until fall, but I didn't put it there for the flowers. It's just got really nice foliage during the spring and summer, and I just wanted something dark green back there. I did this video on this olive Martini Elaeagnus a couple months ago. People wanted to know how fast it grows. I had it in that corner where that Camellia is, and since it has warmed up, I think it was right about here, it's grown about 1.5 feet in the container sitting in front of my house. Really kind of neglected because it's under the overhang there. I've got to always remember to water the pots that are right along the porch there because the rain doesn't do a very good job on those. This Loropetalum and this Sunshine Ligustrum and that Juniper just look great in that container. This lemon lime nandina will get brighter over time. This Dianthus will eventually bloom. I really like this Dianella. I'm going to use this in several containers and possibly in the ground as well. That blue foliage is great, and this blue fescue along the front. And once these begonias fill in and just cover up these pots, you won't even know the containers are there or how this is all put together at that point. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for future videos.